Hello, I'm the review reviewer. Not still. You review it, I review you. Today I'm gonna do a Cinema Snob review. Why? Because I want to prove that me and the review reviewer aren't quite exactly the same. See, I want to prove that I have the bigger balls, metaphorically. Why am I trying to prove that? Well, because review reviewer tried to do a Cinema Snob review, and
Find a happy place, find a happy place, find a happy place.
it didn't turn out so well. So I'm hoping I have better luck. No, I'm not going to review Gums, if that's what you're thinking, like he did. Today, we're going to take a look at his review of Fun in Balloon Land, one of his more recent episodes. Why? Because it's not a porno. I'm still uncomfortable with reviewing pornos. Don't ask me to review pornos. So, let's take a look.
No, 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 nope, nope. This movie is a whole lot of fucking nope.
Surely the movie can't be that bad. Let's take a look at the theme song.
We're having fun in Balloon Land, down in cow jumping over the moonland. Look at that float, ain't it ducky? Hey kids, now aren't we lucky? Elephant's trunks are a wagon, high over the little red wagon. My, how that teddy bear's lagging. I'll bet his arches are sagging. Marrying turkey is sighing. Even old Mr. Walrus is crying. Why's Mr. Owl sits there singing? Piggy Wig stands with a ring in his nose. If you want to have some fun, join the gang, come on, let's run right through Balloon Land. We said Balloon Land, down in Balloon Land, USA.
Where to start with that fucking shit?
Well, for starters, you can pay the bill for the mental therapist I have to go see now.
First off, it's a little weird that the lyrics are frozen on screen well before they start singing, and I don't know what the hell "ain't it ducky" means, but I'm positive it has nothing to do with being lucky. This whole song is sung like some drunk guy keeping himself entertained while he stumbles down the street and passes out in a dumpster. The only thing that doesn't surprise me here is that someone is probably going to marry a turkey.
Spoiler alert, no one marries the turkey.
And while I agree that the children need to run very fast, I don't think it should be through Balloon Land. Fun in Balloon Land is supposed to be a kids movie that makes use of leftover parade balloons, but it's more like something a pedophile films in his basement after he lures in children with candy.
Jesus Christ on a bicycle!
Ugh, I'd rather take my chances with a real jungle cat. Naturally, this movie opens with a mother reading a children's story to her son, but watch as she seems to forget that she's supposed to be reading to him.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away.
Okay, he's already asleep. You can stop reading. And if you're wondering why she also fell asleep, it's because she's on a lot of drugs.
Yeah, naturally, anyone dumb enough to be in an amateur movie like that would have to be on a lot of drugs.
Okay, kid, don't pee on the sign. The carnies already did that 20 minutes ago.
They did lots of other things to that sign. I would explain them, but the internet has enough disgusting shit.
What do you know? He goes inside a balloon land and finds a lot of dead kids. Please tell me this shit doesn't talk.
Who are you?
What are you doing here?
Hey kid, that's not the balloon talking, it's the creepy janitor standing right behind it.
I thought the creepy janitor was the one filming this whole thing. Who knew? And another thing, That is the loudest balloon I ever heard.
But it's actually the kid who has the significantly louder voice.
Now that is bullshit.
She is so beautiful.
How did you get in with the sword that all the other princes?
I stand corrected.
With a voice that loud, it should be no problem for him to scream, "Help!"
60s kids. Big voice. Tiny brain.
Apparently all of the adults are under a horrible spell that makes people fall asleep, and the only person who can help them is little Sonny. Here, this'll wake them up, annoy them so much that they'll wake up to tell you to fuck off. This kid looks as excited to be watching this as the audience. Oops, sorry I'm late. You didn't start without me, did you? Well, it was only a matter of time before one balloon started fucking another balloon.
Talk about jumping to conclusions.
But the kids aren't gonna be out creepied by the balloon. I feel like this is the kind of thing that happens right before Freddy Krueger shows up.
With or without Freddy Krueger, this scene would be creepy. And speaking of unintentionally creepy shit.
No, you're at the bottom of the ocean, where I am the king. You are welcome.
Hey kid, that's not a real king and you are not at the bottom of the ocean.
I mean, I don't personally know what the bottom of the ocean looks like, but don't you think an ocean would have water in it? Put in a wave effect, for God's sakes.
What can I do for you so that you will have a good time here?
You can call the fucking cops!
Yeah, and what's he gonna say to the cops? Hello, cops, I'm a rapist, shoot me.
Oh, well, everything's fine now. There's just a dead fish and an octopus.
Hey, stop that! Let me smoke my pipe in peace. Untie my arms or I'll wrap them around you and squeeze you to death.
In case you missed that, the octopus wants to smoke from his crack pipe in peace, or else he will murder the child by squeezing the life out of him.
Hold me.
What the fuck is going on now?
Don't you know that in a dream you can do anything?
Oh, come on. If this is a dream, then where the hell's my Xbox?
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, they say.
Oh, well, there's your problem.
They were trying to turn The Shining into a children's book?
This is being filmed at the Overlook Hotel. That's why the Sea King is gonna blow a guy in a dog costume in the next room.
Hey, leave those comments for the porno reviews. This is not a porno review, or else I wouldn't be here.
But because of the editing, we realize that these kids have the amazing power of teleportation.
So crappy editing isn't hip. Good enough.
This is what would happen if Chuck Connors in Tourist Trap murdered balloons and stuffed them. Even this dog looks like he died a very unfortunate and shocking death. The cat looks like it probably still comes alive at night to haunt your fucking dreams.
We are Siamese, if you please.
Uh-oh, big and tough balloon cowboys. That must mean there's Indians nearby. No!
Don't touch that. She and her boy are wearing war paint. They don't like palefaces. We do. We'll show you where the stagecoach stops to take on passengers.
I'm surprised at you, 1965. You're usually so sensitive about these kinds of things. Just think, the people wearing these costumes are super fucking high on helium under that shit.
Well, they are balloons in Balloon Land, so this really doesn't shock me. Wait, why is my voice so weird?
It's like it's getting higher or something. Oh my god. Okay, who's like in the fucking helium in here? What the fuck? I'm gonna fucking kill you if this kid flying in the fucking helium. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Yeah!
All my friends are dead and they don't like me anymore. They moved along long they've changed and now they find me quite a bore. Way back then it was okay to be a little weird, but all my friends are dead and some have even grown a beard.
The people getting robbed in the stagecoach are so scared that they're frozen stiff. Thank God little Sonny is there to save them. I think a gun was a bit overkill. A simple needle could fix this entire problem.
Now that I think about it, those don't even look anything like balloons. Balloons are like the whoop, pop thing. They don't look like fucking, whatever those are, mannequins or something. They don't look like mannequins, they look like balloons. Those are mannequins, they're not fucking balloons. And then the people in the costumes, if those were balloons, then they couldn't be costumes. Because if they were costumes and they would fill up like balloons, people would die in there. Or at the very least sound funny.
We then cut back to the parade.
He's here to wish us a happy day. And there he is with Tiny Tim on his shoulder. I think he's mended his ways.
Because they turned him into a fucking balloon.
Remember, kids, if you're naughty on Christmas, you'll get turned into a balloon.
And there really is no rhyme or reason to what balloons you have, is there?
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1 and down he came. Hickory dickory dock.
Spoken with the enthusiasm of someone watching a clock in a parade.
Well, you'd be bored out of your mind, too, if the only floats you could talk about in a parade are from the public domain.
Oh, what's this now?
Kneel, Sir Galahad, for King Arthur is about to make you one of the Knights of the Round Table.
Okay, make up your mind. Is this a Thanksgiving parade, a Christmas parade, or a celebration of Camelot?
I would say it was the parade, but this isn't an episode of Victorious, so your guess is as good as mine.
I'm sure he could do 100 tricks. He's doing one now. Yes, he's kneeling on one leg. That's very difficult for a horse.
Probably easy if it's a fucking balloon.
Look, if you're gonna keep complaining about every single balloon that passes by, we're gonna be here all day.
And if you're not busy being terrified, here's some facts about elephants that they've thrown into the mix.
You see, only lady elephants are allowed in the circus. The males are too wild and would run around, perhaps into the audience. So just the mamas and their babies are allowed to parade in the circus.
Yay, I'm learning!
They're so gay.
That word used to mean something else.
Kinda makes me think that the announcer lady probably hails from England or Scotland or something.
Any wise advice from Mr. Frog?
And do you know, he came to a house and said, "Speak roughly to your little boy and beat him when he sneezes."
Honey, I have an excuse for beating the children. The talking balloon frog told me to.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I had a balloon giant teapot that told me to wear a dress. My friend had a giant balloon lizard that told him to yell at people. And my mom had a giant balloon bear that told her to kill her family. What I'm trying to say is, you're crazy.
And I have a feeling the narrator is getting too into this.
You have lots of clowns to charm you. I'm glad I'm not walking with you. Oh, you were too long.
Well, now we know what her sex toys look like, and that she's using one of them right now.
Mwah. Good night, everybody.
Say, kids, you afraid of clowns? Well, don't worry, we got a giant balloon clown waiting for you. Because it's fucking soul-eating season!
Please, everyone knows that clowns didn't become scary until Stephen King made his miniseries based off of his book, It. And even then, it was met with mixed reactions. By mixed, I mean the reviewer was kinda scared of it, and nostalgia critic got drunk from it.
This is why all these kids grew up to do so much cocaine in the 80s.
Now keep in mind, you're watching the shortened version. I had to put up with a lot of Cinema Snob's complaints about the announcer lady's supposed sexual comments. You're welcome.
Since apparently the town is mostly made up of marching bands and no sports teams, they just have a big sign that says sports. Look, they even put the accidental balloons on display.
Why, 2 heads are better than one even for a cat. One can be gay, and one can be sad.
Yes, as a straight person, I'm very sad. Hey, Santa has a rocket ship. Makes sense. How else is he gonna get to Mars?
A wizard did it.
And here's the rest of the elves on the short bus.
Do you wish your school bus looked like this?
Yes, I know that when I was a kid, I always thought to myself, gee, I sure wish there were a lot of 3-foot-tall old men on the bus with me.
Better than the hypocrites and freaks and stuff I went to school with.
Oh right, there was a movie going on. It doesn't look like Sonny saved jack shit. The mom is still dead. What kind of story is this?
Now that we have had such an exciting time in Balloon Land, I'm going to play a guessing game with you.
I'll save you the trouble. The answer is yes. Yes, your movie sucks!
Ding ding ding, that is correct, Cinema Snob. And here's your prize, me ending this review. As far as I can remember, the movie was made in 1965. And from the way it looked, it was like one of those crappy home movies at the time. See the watermark? That proves my point. The movie seems like it wasn't even trying to be a movie. All it was taking the parade that went by and adding footage from inside the warehouse, put some kids in there and whatnot, and that's pretty much how they made the movie. It's not that good movie. As far as the review goes, Cinema Snob goes to great lengths to point out the many flaws, even if there are no flaws. However, when there are no flaws, he just inserts some sexual references. I'd give it a watch because it's really a terrible movie and a really fair review to compare to the movie, but I really don't think it's worth taking him too seriously. And that's pretty much all I have to say this time around. Now that I have successfully proved I have the bigger balls, metaphorically, than the reviewer, I'm gonna go try and think happy thoughts and get this damn movie out of my head. I'm the reviewer, not still. You review it, I review you. Hello the people, and thank you for watching my very weird video. If you like what you just saw, you can hit the like and the share button and leave a comment. If you don't like what you just saw, I'll try harder next time, okay? Just don't hurt me. If you're new to my videos, you can subscribe to my channel to get alerts when I make new ones. I try to upload at least twice a month if possible. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. And for those of you who watched the video to the end, here's a disclaimer. I respect reviewers' work. All those comments I made were satirical. I do not plan to start a war with the reviewer. Hint, hint. Got it? Good. See you next time.